When all of your flaws and all of my flaws are laid out one by one, a wonderful part of the mess that we made, we pick ourselves undone. All of your flaws and all of my flaws, they lie there hand in hand. Ones we've inherited, ones that we learned, they pass from man to man. There's a hole in my soul, I can't feel it, I can't feel it. And there's a hole in my soul, can you feel it, can you feel it? You have always worn your flaws upon your sleeve, and I have always buried them deep beneath the ground. Dig them out, let's finish what we started. Dig them out, so nothing's left unturned. All of your flaws and all of my flaws, when they have been exhumed, we'll see that we need them to be who we are. Without them we'd be doomed. There's a hole in my soul, I can't feel it, I can't feel it. And there's a hole in my soul, can you feel it, can you feel it? You have always worn your flaws upon your sleeve, and I have always buried them deep beneath the ground. Dig them out, let's finish what we started. Dig them out, so nothing's left unturned. When all of your flaws and all of my flaws are counted, when all of your flaws and all of my flaws are counted. You have always worn your flaws upon your sleeve, and I have always buried them deep beneath the ground. Dig them out, let's finish what we started. Dig them out, so nothing's left unturned. All of your flaws and all of my flaws are laid out one by one. Look at the wonderful mess that we made, we pick ourselves undone. If you love somebody, better tell them why they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. You'll never know quite when, well, then again it just depends on how long the time is left for you. I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest river. You can have it all, but life keeps moving. I'll take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I've tried to cut these corners, try to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of some on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take me with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make it round. But get up now, get up, get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make it round. But get up now, get up, get up now. On your way to die.
Let's go.
I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me by the hand.
There is a train accident earlier today at a cargo train somehow derailed from its tracks. It is unknown what it was carrying exactly, why it derailed, but thank goodness no one was hurt.
Need this contained now.
Alright, thanks, Mom.
Dude, are you okay? Are you okay? Dude, are you okay? Dude, I think you should go to the nurse.
No, I'm fine. Hey, Mom, why don't you go hang out with Danny?
Wait a minute, you've been sleeping all day. What are you doing?
I'll be back before 7.
I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me.
But thank goodness no one was hurt.
Stop!
What?
No, I need to stop.
What the hell? Dude, are you okay?
We're worried about you, Michael.
Son, we just wanted to check up on you to see how you're doing.
I'm fine. I just need to think.
Mr. Keller, Michael's been part of a terrible accident, and the government thinks it is in the best interest of Michael to keep this under wraps.
Okay.
Good. I know this will be difficult for you, but in a way we want you to replace Michael's parents and keep a close eye on it. We want you to watch out for him, and we want to maintain the same type of environment as he was in before. And you're gonna have to give him these pills. It'll help with the accident and everything that happened. He must continue to live his life, unaware, unaffected by the accident. He can't know what happened. We don't want him to. Well, let me rephrase that. He can't know what happened. He can never know the truth. Truth.
I don't want to be here. I never wanted to be here. This man doesn't even know me. It's become impossible for me to feel anything but contempt for myself and for the life I live.
Look, Sean, you need to get motivated. If you end the semester with the grades that you have right now, you're not going to go to college in 2 years.
My existence consists of the same day lived in an endless loop, and I have no one.
Do you even care? I usually wouldn't send a student to another student to do my job, but it's obvious that you're not listening to anything I'm saying. So I want you to see the senior, Michael Cotter. He could be the last hope for you.
No matter how insightful this Michael Cotter is, his words would be best wasted on another. It's just too late for me.
Do you believe that morality exists anywhere else within the human world? Of course not. An animal has no natural distinction between right and wrong. Do you think a lion feels pity as he kills his prey? Think about that. Are we different than any other animal? Hello, you must be Sean. Sean will be attending our meetings from now on, everybody. Here's a question for you, Sean. Why didn't you kill yourself this morning?
I don't know what you mean. Why would I have?
Why not? Did you want to go to school?
No.
Did you expect to be happy at some point today?
I guess I didn't.
Then why did you bother leaving the comfort of your bed?
I don't have a choice.
Regardless of why you do it, it clearly isn't a life worth living. So why are you alive?
I don't know. Ever since my first meeting with Michael, I feel as though I've only just began my life. In the time before our meeting, my life was lived for the ones in charge of me. For the first time, I truly feel free. But as my sense of freedom grew, as did my hatred for those who kept me imprisoned.
Teachers, counselors, and parents. These are the people who are to blame for keeping us all in the darkness. They tell you that stress builds character, to submit and ignore your unhappiness. I say eliminate your sadness at its source. The only life worth living is one that you have chosen for yourself. But that's enough for today. I'll see you all in a week. Sean, do you mind staying for a moment? You haven't been going to school, have you? You're the only one of us who stopped going altogether.
Well, I don't want to.
All of these kids admit to hating school, yet only you have made the choice not to go. This shows me that you have great potential.
Potential for what?
Do you believe that morality exists anywhere else within the human world? Do you think a lion feels pity as he kills his prey?
Jack. Jack, I know what it all means.
What does it all mean? The world, the dreams, the drugs. I haven't used in years now, but I still get visions. The most recent one is about a girl. I can't get her out of my head, and for anyone who has ever been in love, they would know what I mean when I say it sucks. But it sucks even more when you don't even know the person. I've never seen her face, and yet I know what she looks like. I don't know if it's the drugs or the therapy doing this to me, but whatever it is, I just have to find her. Because I know when I do, I'll know what everything means.
So how are we doing today, Mr. Splice?
Fine.
You don't sound so reassured.
Well, nothing in particular is wrong. I just keep having the same dream.
A dream?
Yes, about a girl. And I know it's the same girl because I can tell from her hair and her figure.
What about her face?
I've never seen it, but I don't have to. I know it's the same girl. And I feel like I've known her. But for a long time. But we've never met.
Then how do you know her?
I don't know, I just do. And I can't get her out of my head. Her voice, her laugh, she's all I can think about.
But you've never met her. This is odd, Mr. Splice, truly, but I don't think it's too much to worry about. As long as she isn't tempting you to use again, I don't see anything that's wrong. There hasn't been anything else that has been bothering you, right?
No, just her.
Alright then, Mr. Splice, I'll clear you for the next week. As far as this girl goes, try not to let her get to your head.
Stupid. That doctor doesn't do anything. And every time I go, I'm still not What?
Hello, Jack. How are you? That's good. You know, I love you.
I love you too. Another day, another dream. And once again I walk alone, wandering, hoping to find the meaning to all of this. The world, the drugs, the dreams. What does it all mean, and why? I'm going insane, and I don't even know this girl. What does she mean? And what does any of this mean? For anyone who has ever been in love, it sucks. But why? What does it all mean? The world, the drugs, the dreams.
Thank you.
So what does it all mean? The world, the drugs, the dreams. In this life, we question a lot of things, but the meaning is seldom found, yet we still keep trying to find the answer. Sometimes it's not the answer that keeps you going. Sometimes it's the hope to find the meaning.
Sign here.
Look, I need your word. Will my sister and I be okay?
As I've said over and over, everything is under control.
Helen, I'll be as fast as I can. Don't wait up. Just go to bed.
Jim? Hello?
What happened?
There's someone in the house.
Are you okay?
Leave us alone.
Jim!
I was diagnosed with cancer in 2009, and I was definitely really active before cancer, and then getting diagnosed, it's just basically, your entire life stops.
Hodgkin's lymphoma, like the kind that Jack had, it's a cancer of the lymph nodes. You have a decreased amount of red blood cells, causing anemia. You feel tired and weak, and it also decreases your platelet count, which will cause you to bleed easily.
I just completed treatment. I was 3 months out of treatment, and the paddle was from Santa Barbara to Santa Cruz Island, and then Santa Cruz Island to Santa Barbara Island, Santa Barbara Island to Catalina Island, Catalina to Newport. We did it over 10 days just to break up the distances. So it's basically like, it was like a marathon a day. What I just kept on thinking was like, okay, this is still way easier than anything that anybody going through cancer treatment is doing.
I was really nervous because it was something very new, and where he was paddling there were a lot of sharks and everything. He just got out of chemo. He was really weak. He was a lot smaller than he should have been. So that was really scary. And I just honestly just wanted him to get home safe.
We did the Paddle to Live project for 3 years. We raised over $1 million for 3 different organizations, UCLA, Livestrong, and John Wayne Cancer Foundation. And being a cancer survivor myself, I wasn't seeing direct results to where all this money was actually going. And so February of this year, we formed We Are Ocean, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, and our main goal is basically taking cancer survivors on ocean-based adventures. So we teach them how to surf, we teach them how to sail, how to paddle, how to dive, how to fish, and it's completely free to the actual cancer survivors. I never thought I would be in the world of fundraising or being associated with any sort of cancer-related charity. I'm now working full-time for Weir Ocean, and it's just completely engulfed. Basically, my entire life has changed.
Oh, what did I say? She's all shook up. Lost in the summer land, we're burning up. The time don't show when the sun gets.
PV students are a bunch of jerks, really.
It's a rivalry known since the dawn of the Hill, Palos Verdes High School versus Peninsula High School. This rivalry takes part in our daily life for our entire high school career. But what is it that feeds the fight year after year? It all comes down to one word: stereotypes. I went out to find just what stereotypes are powerful enough to keep our battle going strong.
I'm here at Peninsula High to see what they have to say about some of our stereotypes.
The girls just dress slutty.
PV people just give up more.
For cross country, they wrote on our board all over it. You can't even read the board.
Go to the football game or go to just any high school game, party.
Or stuck up, snobby. They're pretty much all douchebags.
Go to the mall, have fun, party, hang out with friends, and drugs.
They smoke in class, so a lot of them are druggies, I guess. That's one of the stereotypes that we think of PV.
When I interviewed PV students about Penn, I got many different responses.
Very put together and focused.
Doing tons of games, nerdy.
No, they're very on top of things, like academic and that's it. Academics and stuff.
But there was always one common answer.
Pure Asian.
Asian?
A lot of them are Asian.
This is what a typical Peninsula kid looks like, okay? This, exactly like this.
I then went out to see which stereotypes were true and which were just myths.
Penn and PV are equally as sport, academics ratio.
Our testing scores are very similar, probably about 10 points off, give or take.
I think our academics are just as equal. We spend just as much time in the classroom as they do. I would say I go to a lot of parties. I go to some sometimes. Not crazy party girl though.
Everybody here focuses on their grades more so than just partying because they want to get to a good college.
We definitely have more Asians than they do, but it's not like all Asian.
The rules here are stricter.
I study more than hang out with friends.
I usually go out with friends or I have a swim meet.
But where does this leave the rivalry?
It's not really a stereotype, it's just kind of people classifying people as what school they go to.
I have some friends at Penn and they're kind of more into the rivalry. I feel like they are more attacking us and we kind of just, want to go out there and support Red Tide. And I think that we both do it, but I feel that they're more aggressive.
The desert. Hot. Dry. Why would anyone want to be out here? Well, here's a few reasons why.
Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it.
Well, I've been coming out to the desert since 1979. Same spot, love the place, wouldn't go anyplace else. I love it because the dirt is perfect and there's nobody else out here for miles and miles. And there's just free reign of dogs and kids and guns and whatever you want to do out here. Especially riding motorcycles, which is really fun.
So what do you like about dirt biking?
I love the adrenaline it gives me and flying through the air off a nice jump. Getting some speed and just having fun.
I'm breaking in, shaping up, then
They're awesome. The flamethrower you get effect, and then the explosion from the mushroom cloud. Yeah. It's awesome.
What do you like about California City?
It's nice, open, and it has just about everything I want to ride. I've been coming out here since I was 11, and now I'm 16, so 5 years.
All systems go. The sun hasn't died. Deep in my...
What do you think of the ghost town?
I think this ghost town's really cool because it really shows the time period on how people used to live when they were mining for gold.
They use old newspaper to insulate this building. Try to find a date. 1965.
The mine shafts around here go down really deep, and it really shows how far down the gold is to get it, and it's a really dangerous job.
Mark 3.
The buildings are really cool, but also really weird and eerie because people used to live here and it's totally abandoned.
I pass it on to all the rest of the youth because I think it's important to be out here and camping and learning about nature. That's why I like coming out here to California City, to the desert. It's the best place in town.
I have a very exciting job. It's an interesting job, coming to work every day, never knowing exactly what we'll be called to do. Obviously, our primary focus of our job is to save lives and to protect people's property from fire and other types of disaster. Ever since I was 3 years old, I wanted to be a firefighter, and so I wanted to ride on a fire engine, I wanted to go to car accidents, I wanted to go to building fires. When I got out of high school, I actually was hired as a firefighter at 18 years of age, so I started my career very soon after graduating. Working for the Los Angeles County Fire Department, we have a lot of different challenges that we can get ourselves into professionally. We can focus on firefighting, if that is the primary calling somebody wants to pursue. But beyond just normal firefighting in communities, we also have wildland firefighting, which involves the use of helicopters and aircraft and bulldozers and camp crews to battle the fires that burn in the mountains in Southern California and throughout the state of California. But beyond that, we have teams of people that are trained to do things such as urban search and rescue, where we provide life-saving rescue for those people that have been impacted by disasters. We provide urban search and rescue services here in Los Angeles County, report to the state of California, report to FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security across the U.S., responding to different types of events. But then beyond that, we're one of 2 U.S. teams that provide international disaster relief as well. And we work directly with the UN. Throughout my career and throughout my involvement in urban search and rescue and tech ops, I've had the opportunity to respond in 2004 to Hurricane Katrina. We spent 21 days in the Gulf area of New Orleans, providing rescue and life-saving services to the people impacted by that emergency. Beyond that, more recently, we've provided response to the earthquakes that occurred in Christchurch, New Zealand in 2011, and then we returned from that deployment. We're home for less than 48 hours, and we were sent to the earthquake and tsunami event in the northern part of Japan, a small community known as Ofunaru, Japan, about 100 miles north of the reactors that had melted down. Following the events in New York City after 9/11, I have many friends that work for the New York City Fire Department. Out of Squad 252, which is a station located in Brooklyn, of that station, 6 people were killed. And following a conversation that evening with several of the guys I know who had lost, or many of their guys from their station were missing, we had made the decision to go back and provide direct assistance to them. So we spent over about 10 days on the first trip back. We were looking for the, any sign of the nearly 3,000 other people that were killed on that day. It's almost impossible to believe it until you actually see the magnitude and the significance of something like that. But no, it's interesting. Whenever there's a big event, whether it's 9/11 or Hurricane Katrina, whenever you return from those type of events, there's always a push to provide recognition to the people that were involved in the event. And so I've had the opportunity to meet vice presidents, and I've had the opportunity to meet governors from Schwarzenegger to Jerry Brown. I think the things that mean the most are the appreciation that you get from the people that were involved, that is the communities that you were able to help. So when we're not traveling around the world responding to disasters, LA County Fire Department is just a normal fire department, and so my normal job is I provide supervision to 9 fire companies and 7 fire stations in East LA. I work at Station 27 in the City of Commerce, which is our considered Battalion 3. So I'm a battalion chief, and I supervise 9 captains. After 9/11, one of the interesting things that came out, I think it was coined by New York City firefighters, though, is that we have the greatest job in the world, and I think I could argue with a lot of people that the job that we have is by far one of the greatest. We have an exciting time. We have challenging times. We've lost people. We've had people killed in the line of duty, and obviously that is very sobering. But given it all, it is one of the greatest jobs on earth.
Freedom4U, Sunada whistles and songs doing songs like them. somebody thirst enough. Steve, there word I'm on thirst to service you.
Yo.
Low.
But not for us. We're hippies. The more you study,
The more you know.
the more you know.
The more you forget.
The more you forget,
The less you know.
so why study?
We cram our heads
Faces
and minds
with knowledge
and lectures
and literature,
that's irrelevant to the human digestive system.
and it goes straight to your thighs.
Anyone in there?
We sit for hours,
Days,
and weeks,
months, and years
listen to some elitist ramble and preach.
about the scientific consensus of climate change,
The non-linear dynamics of earthquakes.
the effects of extreme dependency on computers.
Yeah, like the quantitative analysis of political data.
Is there a soul who cares?
Not I, said the lamb.
Not I, said the goat.
Not I, said the pig.
So let the hen listen to her damn self.
Excuse me, can you guys just hurry up in there? I gotta take a fat shit.
Excuse me. But if electricity comes from electrons,
Does morality come from morons?
I won't let a midterm validate me.
I won't let a final validate me.
I won't let a degree validate me.
To hell with thermodynamics,
Yeah.
too.
To hell with advanced topics in quantum mechanics.
To hell with Math 55.
Yeah, to hell with
All this poetic artsy bullshit. I mean, my God, people are trying to use the bathroom here. Just shut the fuck up.
We're out of time.
Till next week.
TV,
Can you do without it?
we'll discuss.
Namaste.
After sitting on the sidelines last year due to an injury, varsity standout Nicole Scotton is back on her feet.
I was injured last year around August. I got tendonitis in both wrists from overuse, just playing too much.
It was a long recovery, but she's finally back and ready for her senior season.
It feels really great to be back on the court. Being able to play how I used to took a lot of practice and a lot of time, but I was patient and now it's working out. I'm really glad to be back for my senior year of tennis.
I even picked up a racket to see if she's back to her old self.
That's 1-20.
She's on the top of her game and ready to rejoin the rest of the girls.
It's just really great being back with all my friends, and hopefully this year is going to go even better than last year. And I'm just really grateful to have tennis in my life. I think my injury helped me realize that.
So Kings, make sure you come out and watch Nicole and the rest of the girls in action. Nick Ball, live from 205.
Rugby is often called the most violent game on the face of the planet, but the late South African president Nelson Mandela used it to bring peace to an entire nation.
He led the country to a peaceful solution for their economic and political problems, instead of allowing the different factions to fight, which would have happened, I believe, without Nelson Mandela. He's one of the most important people that's ever lived on the earth. He's our Martin Luther King.
During the 1995 World Cup final, Madiba brought new meaning to the Springboks jersey, which had long been a symbol of the apartheid regime.
Mandela realized that if he could mobilize the whole country behind the game, and it was really interesting how he put on a rugby shirt and went to the championship game. South Africa won the World Cup, and we were allowed to bring everyone, and the streets went crazy, and it was a uniting situation.
Before Mandela became president, Coach Wilkinson knew the political corruption of South Africa all too well.
My parents actually had to leave South Africa for political reasons. My dad was head of the most liberal party, and he had to go into political exile. He had been written a letter by the president of the country saying he was banned from speaking in public.
With a civil war of our own, rugby is used to bring the entire hill together on one team.
Well, rugby is a whole culture of its own, because you can travel the globe, and if you're a rugby player, you immediately have friends all around the globe.
And just like it brings everyone together, and it's just different cultures that come together. Like our coaches from South Africa, from England, you meet a lot of people. It's really fun.
It's a great way for young people to learn many positive attitudes towards life, as well as friendship.
Jackson Waite, live from 205.
There's no denying it. Our school loves Halloween.
Over the rainbow.
But with great fun comes great responsibility. I sat down with Miss Varela to find out about the Halloween from hell.
I was checking homework and two boys sauntered in late, and they come in wearing t-shirts that said Border Patrol. And I see the front of their shirts and I think, well, this is kind of lame. Then I saw the backs of their t-shirts, and the backs of their t-shirts said, if you're brown, we will take you down. At that point, I mean, I was so disgusted.
Some may think it's funny or harmless, but costumes like these truly hurt feelings.
And I felt that it was somebody had taken my cultural ethnic heritage and turned it into a joke. My father was born in Mexico. He came to this country as an immigrant child. My grandparents brought him here in the 1940s.
When getting ready for this special day, we must remind ourselves what really is a costume.
What everyone needs to think about is that if it is someone's culture, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, that's not a costume.
We can all have fun while still being respectful. Happy Halloween, Sea Kings. Ryan Cosgrove, live from 205.
It's that time of the year again, Kings.
Time to buy that perfect Christmas tree.
But some families are stumped on which tree to choose.
Let the Christmas spirit ring. With boughs of holly rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily.
Let's get it on.
Last but not least, make sure your tree has firm branches.
Profit a man that gains the whole world and loses his soul. My name is Thomas Stephen Sunada, and I've been a school teacher since 1982. I coached girls basketball at San Pedro High School from 2000 to 2003, and we had this big banquet. We had barbecue, hot dogs, hamburgers, and I handed out the trophies. Well, the girls are being young, freshmen, sophomores, JV girls. They're having fun, but the bronze statues really made out of fiberglass, and some of them broke. So they'd asked me, Mr. Snarger, can you go back to the trophy shop and we'd like these fixed? These are things we're going to have for the future. So I had them at lunchtime. They walked in and said, please fix them. I go, okay, I'll go down to Hollywood Plaques off Gaffey Street and I'll get them fixed. After dropping off trophies down the street on Gaffey Street, there's a business park. I returned from that business, Hollywood Trophies, and got on to Gaffey Street. That's the last thing I remember getting on to Gaffey. What was told to me by the witnesses of the accident, she saw me immediately get T-boned in the front. Her estimation of the speed was 55 miles an hour, T-boned. He didn't want to hit them, and they struck me. From that date, in May, so 7 weeks later is when I was released from the hospital. I've had 9 operations. The first thing they had to do was take my spleen out. I had a ruptured spleen, a damaged left kidney. I think it's left kidney, maybe the right. I had a punctured lung. I had bruised heart from the. See, I had a car that didn't have the airbags, so the dashboard took the kneecap, crushed it. It's too splattered and too many multiple pieces. They couldn't wire it together. They'd take that off. But there was different operations for that. I had a splenectomy immediately. I had to inflate my lung that was deflated. It was punctured and a collapsed lung. And the only thing that hinders me is when having no kneecap, they had to put an Achilles tendon. That's the biggest tendon in your body from your ankle, from a cadaver, sewed into my knee so that my knee can function without a kneecap. So many people just step forward without even being asked. It's amazing how people just came from everywhere to emotionally take care of us, physically take care of us, take us away from all the mental anxiety my wife was going through. and give her time to relax. So many more stories we can say that happened. Just people come visiting. It was amazing that people, how they responded. We came like out of the hills for my whole family, not just for me. Ultimately, I lie down at peace at night, I sleep in, I'm content.
Some people will use a symbolism of the relationship of God to the universe, wherein God is, say, brilliant light, only somehow veiled, hiding underneath all these forms that you see as you look around you. But the truth is funnier than that. It is that you are looking right at the brilliant light now, that the experience you are having, which you call ordinary everyday consciousness, pretending you're not it, that experience is exactly the same thing as it. There's no difference at all. See, the source of all light is in the eye. If there were no eyes in this world, the sun would not be light. You evoke light out of the universe. It's your eardrum that evokes noise out of the air. You, by being this organism, call into being the whole universe of light and color and hardness and heaviness and everything. And when you find that out, you laugh yourself silly. That's the great discovery. In other words, when you really start to see things, and you go into the nature of what it is to see, what vision is, or what smell is, or what touch is, you realize that that vision is the brilliant light of the cosmos.
Art2impact.org is the website that I do my designs for and that Lindsay Sunada started. And it's just a collection of a bunch of different artists who consign or donate their work and sell it on the website, and you should go check it out because it's great. Lindsay Sunada saw some of my designs on Facebook and online, and then she asked me if I could draw something for her website, and I said sure. So I drew my running pineapple, I edited it, and I sent it to China, and they sent me back 22 iPhone cases on iPhone 4s and iPhone 5s. I am really happy that I get to contribute to such a great cause by doing something I love, because I feel like that's not something that a lot of people get to do something that you love and make a difference in the world.
We met at a hospital, much like any other, except this was a children's only one. I was sewn together, plain as all the other dolls, and I was then placed on a cart. One by one all the other dolls were chosen, all but me. Finally, at the end of the day, I was the last one on the cart. I was taken to a room with a little girl who had a patch on her ear. She picked me up and she drew a face on me. Then I finally saw her. The little girl was in much pain, yet she smiled at me and held on to me as tight as she could. After hours of doctors and screaming in that room, I and the little girl got in a car and were driven away to a plane where we went to my new home. Over the years I have seen much. I have seen my little girl lose loved ones. I have seen her cry. I have seen her in love, and I have seen her heart break. And I have seen her grow. Yet one thing remains. She is mine and I am hers. And though I am too fragile to handle roughly now, she still embraces me with love. Though I now sit in a hat box to keep me safe, I miss her. I miss her hugs and her voice, but mostly I miss being there for her, to keep her safe, to keep her happy, and to keep her smiling. And no matter how long I have to wait in my hat box, no matter how many years I will miss watching her, no matter how many memories of me will fade, the one thing that will stay is my love for her, and I will always be waiting for an embrace once more from my little girl.